Toowong Cemetery. There's a list of people buried here. This is a very big cemetery.
Yeah. Well, I think it's one of the first.
It's beautiful here. This is at the front entrance right now. This is what the place looks like. Over there, there's heavy traffic. It's Brisbane, busy city. Queensland, Australia. We are looking for a grave that they say was they think was Jack the Ripper. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Hopefully we can find it. Willem Frederick Sorrow. Edward McGregor, born at Edinburgh, 21st January 1862. Arrived Crown of Aragon, 1884. This is only a small part up here. It's a very big cemetery. Wow, look at this. Oh, wow. This is a little girl's grave. Oh. She died, Tegan, she died 2006. Oh, I don't want to show too much of that, but this is so sweet. Wow. And here's looks like military graves. Just amazing. This place. Unbelievable. Born 17th of November 1828 at Antigua, West Indies, son of Dr. Anthony Musgrave and his wife Mary. He became private secretary at 21 to the governor of the Leeward Island. 1851 he was admitted to the Inner Temple, London. 1862 he became Lieutenant Governor Musgrave, governed Newfoundland. He became Governor of Queensland on the 21st of July 1883. He became a premier. Oh, no, he didn't. He detested Sir Thomas McIlwraith, who became premier. The Bell family. Sir Joshua Peter Bell Picture was a squatter and a politician. He was born 1827 in County Kildare, Ireland. Another Irishman. And he was a prize breeder of horses, winning all important races of the Queensland racing calendar. He was president of Queensland Turf Club. He was had a political career. Okay, so this is his monument. Joshua Peter Bell, president of the Legislative Council, I can't say that name, Queensland. Formerly colonial treasurer, minister for lands. So, looks like we have a little bit of vandalism here. And there's some other members of the same family, which is really hard to see them all. But their plaques are here. Or should I say, headstones. And this one here is Master Freemason. Sir Maurice O'Connell was the grandson of Governor William Bligh, commander of the infamous HMAS Bounty, Governor of New South Wales from 1805. Born in Sydney in 1812, educated in Europe. O'Connell raised and led a regiment of Irish volunteers in the Spanish Carlist Wars, rising to the rank of general in the British Auxiliary Legion before leaving for Spain. He married Eliza Emily Legate at Jersey. When the Legion was disbanded, O'Connell sailed back to New South Wales with several Spanish decorations. In 1845 was elected to the New South Wales Legislative Council. He was founding member of the Queensland Legislative Council following the colony's separation from New South Wales in 1859. He was granted a knighthood in 1868 when, as administrator of the government, he was host to the Duke of Edinburgh. He died at Parliament House on the 23rd of March 1879, leaving no children. It's a bit hard to read it. I'm coming up close. No, that's a very big monument. Wow. And you can see the city over there. I wonder who this monument is for. Soon find out. By the Parliament of Queensland. To the memory of Samuel Wesley Blacker, Governor. There we go. Governor Black. Oh. Samuel Wesley Blacker was the second governor of Queensland, serving between 1868 and 1871. Born in Dublin. Of course, they're all from Ireland. Why not? 1809. Blacker's colonial service began in 1851. He was appointed Lieutenant Governor of Dominica for 6 years. From 1862 until 1865, he was Governor of Sierra Leone and then became Governor-in-Chief of the West African settlements during his 2 years as Governor of Queensland. He became extremely popular as he had a gift of making friends and was willing to help public causes. We could use someone like that now. After the government of the day designated this area of Toowong as a cemetery, Blackall's ill health had prompted him to choose this plot for his grave. On the 3rd of January 1871, Blackall was the first to be buried here, and his impressive memorial continues to dominate the Toowong Cemetery. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Wow. That's extraordinary. He was so popular with the people. It's nice to know. I was just saying that if you read that, he had a gift. Not a gift. He was extremely popular, and he had a gift of making friends and was willing to help public causes. That's extraordinary, isn't it? I mean, here we have John Leahy. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Leahy. Another Irish man. He was born at Schull, County Cork, Ireland in 1854. Arrived in Brisbane 1874 and was appointed postmaster at Windora before settling at Pargamenda 1883. He became a member of Buller Divisional Board. He was a successful grazier. Worked as a secretary for the railway, public work. He held many directorships, including the Queensland Meat Expo Company. John over there. There he is. Very elaborate monuments here for these people. I don't know if you can see his name there. Wow. This is amazing. There's an angel over there. I like angels. Beautiful angel. Okay, we're heading over to Peter Jackson. Oh, okay. There's quite a few famous people in this cemetery. Like I said before, we haven't found the one that they think is Jack the Ripper. Robert is looking for another famous person. Peter Jackson. He was a famous heavyweight boxer in the 1800s here in Australia. He also went overseas. It's a little bit overgrown here. You can actually see Brisbane from here. Big city. We're actually here looking for several graves. Wow, look at this broken up grave. Here is Peter Jackson. Well, we found Peter Jackson's grave.
Peter Jackson was an international and Australian Hall of Fame boxer. He was an Australian champion, and he actually went after the best in the world by moving out to the United States and fighting in the UK. He wanted to fight John L. Sullivan, but John L. Sullivan refused to fight him because Peter said that he wouldn't fight Negroes. But he fought, is that Jim Corbett, which was one of the greatest fighters of that era, and he ended up having a fight about 60 rounds, and they ended up calling it a draw. So, I mean, Peter Jackson went after the best, so he wanted to acknowledge himself as being at that level.
So where was he born?
Actually, he was a West Indies descendant, but he lived in Australia for the early part of his life. So, yeah, I don't have a lot more about that.
It's a magnificent lion on top of there.
Yeah.
Well, my Peter Jackson, you're not forgotten. Oh wow, we didn't see that before.
This is the front of Peter's gravesite.
Oh, that's the front. Oh, it's got a crack there. That's not good. must have been difficult in those days for black people.
I think we got everything we were looking for except Jack the Ripper. I think, yeah, that'll set us up a nice part 2 here at the Toowong Cemetery.
It's a lovely place.
Oh, it's huge. This is right next to the city of Brisbane, and yeah, because it caters for a lot of people here.
Yeah, a lot of people come here with their pets.
Yeah, a lot of people actually are walking around here, and that's unusual for a cemetery.
We're just sitting under this beautiful big tree.
Big canopy here.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, that's it for this time. I guess
We'll be back.
We'll be back with maybe part 2. Thank you.